Hey guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to the game of Hearts of Iron number 4. We're going to load in the last save game, which we're currently playing as Germany, still in 1942. Okay, we're loading the game. Sorry, there was a little bit of a hiccup in the recording. So anyways, I was just saying we're basically loading in the last save game here in 1942, similar to what we had before. As you can see, we do have radar stations in a couple of places. I'm just wondering, are they up to the latest levels or not? I don't think they are. Then in reality, I shouldn't really need them here, should I? Because I've got no enemies in this region here. I got all these different nations here, like the Vatican, two Sicilies. I basically broke Italy back into the original, or at least some of the original source components that were there as such. That's German, Italy, and so forth. We're currently, of course, still waging a war here. Well, actually, this is just finished. We just won this particular part. We basically just did the division of all those relevant bits. So what we need to do now, these guys, they need to get a new mission. What will that mission be? Ooh, we got a Far Eastern Russian state. Interesting. Oh, they're part of us. Are they? Yes. Far Eastern Russian Japanese Russo-Japanese state. That's what I, of course, found it myself. Of course, still at war here with Japan, as well as, of course, Communist China. I do believe Communist China has been defeated. Now, why am I experiencing hiccups here? I'm not quite sure. Okay, I'll keep an eye on things here. Occasional hiccups, which is not great. Hopefully that doesn't affect the recording too much. I'm going to keep an eye on, of course, the recording itself. Keep an eye on the specs, performance, etc., etc. So, Japan, that's the main bit that's still left here. So these guys here, I'd like to move them here to... Let me move them to a different state here. There. That would be a good position to put them at. These guys here, I can actually, as you can see, do a promotion here. I don't want to do any of the ones that are suggested. Same goes with this guy. And again, I don't want to do the guerrilla fighter. I don't think that's of any use to me here whatsoever. So I'm going to let that be for now. Japanese coast. As you can see, there is, of course, a set of engagements going on there. We still, of course, have fighting here on land. If I look at my air force, we are still operating in the various different regions here. I'm going to set them to operate over the seas there. Have we got any airfields any closer? No. Problem I'm facing here is actually this is too far from that front to actually be effective. Oops, let's not do that. Let's do that for one of them. They're all fighter squadrons, aren't they? They indeed are. Let's have one of them operating over the Yellow Sea here. Any other locations I could potentially leverage for that particular purpose? I can, of course, leverage... Well, let's operate over that sea here as well. And let's just keep an eye on actually what goes on with our land forces here.
Alright.
Let's see what we can do to basically capture all the relevant locations here. We're of course going to go for Pusan afterwards. Okay. This little bit is got to be dealt with relatively quickly, actually. Okay. Marvelous. We're under the leadership of our general here. Gives us some nice boosters. And it's really a matter of just eliminating all the relevant extras that we got here. While at war, deploy a certain number of military divisions within a 48-hour minimum. Okay, cool. Sorry, is that 30 units? It is 30 units. Wow. So 24 is rather a limit that we can set on here, or that is what we should really stick to in reality. Inflexible. I don't want an inflexible gentleman leading this. I want someone who's good in logistics. Okay, let's get these guys to the front then. Or should I get them to be deployed in Mexico? I could potentially do that. What have we got here? Focke-Wulf. Air defense can be boosted. Air defense can be boosted. Maximum speed can be boosted. Nice. Naval battle results. We lost a number of submarines, unfortunately. Okie dokie. So these guys, we can easily assign at least 2 of them to this RV here. The other 2 we can then assign to that one there. Okay. Then of course we still got the normal manpower here. Where can we assign this? We can of course assign them to here if you wanted to. Which is, where the heck is that? Oh yes, over here as well. That's fine. As you can see, we're pushing deeper into here. Okie dokie.
Angetreten. Achtung. Achtung.
Okie dokie. Putting a good number of units here onto the lines. Particularly in light of the fact that we're basically creating a big pocket here.
Angetreten. Angetreten. Alright.
Ah, the Panzerfaust has been researched. Did I switch my weapon production over to the new type already? No, I did not. So we basically got the new design here. I can rename it, but that's not really going to do much. A little bit of a pity there. We're in 1942. Airplane-wise, good. Ship-wise, I might want to basically switch for homing torpedoes. I'm going to hold off on that because I want to basically have some naval experience which I can actually use to basically reduce the cost of that. 43. 41, that gets me a air-ground radar. I don't want that, to be honest. I do want to get various different upgrades here.
Alright. Alright.
Okay.
Angetreten. Angetreten. Alright.
Lovely, seeing all of this movement here. We lost one submarine, okay. Can happen. They lost various different bits and bobs. Actually, a heck of a lot of stuff they lost. Let's actually have a look at the actual fleet composition here. What have we got here? Can we select that and add that to there? I probably can. This one, really? Hold on, this one needs to be reassigned there. Okay. Whenever the repair is finished, we can actually work with that. Repairs. Okay. Destroyers of different calibers. Cruisers of different calibers. Battleships of different calibers. CLs. Yeah, we can add a few of those to there. Nice. Okay.
Angetreten. Bereit. Achtung.
All right. That should be a pretty much one. Then, of course, we need to start working on actually doing a naval invasion of Japan itself, which is really, really early in the game. We're in 1942. We're not even in 1945 or 6, 44 or whatever. We're really, really early on in the game, which is fine as far as I'm concerned. Okay, any upgrades we can do here? That's still working on upgrades, it looks like. Order of conversion. We're doing the BF-109B. We're converting to... We got a really good stockpile, as you can see here already.
Alright. Angetreten.
Okay, so from where are we going to do this? Ten divisions, one army, okay. Not sure how long it's going to take to prepare for that. 70 days, it says.
Treten.
Let's invade the various different parts here then.
Achtung.
Oh, okay. Let's not do this then. Let's do another one from there into there. Zero transports, no divisions. Interesting. Really? Okay. So this green one is actually going to be part of that army group.
Achtung!
This is a bit of a, yeah, don't know what to call it, but yeah.
Angetreten!
Maybe I need to create a new field marshal here. What's the name of that field marshal? That's going to be Mr. Model. And that's, of course, going to be a new theater.
Bereit! Achtung!
Okay. Lots of parties changed their land lease, which is, yeah, I can live with that.
Bereit!
Greater German Reich.
Achtung!
Okay, so what are we going to do?
Bereit!
These guys are still en route. These guys are just arriving.
Angetreten!
En route. These guys are also en route to Mexico.
Befehle!
Place them under the same bits and bobs. Ooh. Volgrad becomes Hindenburg and Ludendorff. Nice. I'm not going to remove those lines, they're fine as is. Denote fighters to Bulgaria. Yeah, we can do that. Good. We got a lot of stuff going on there. Okay, recruitment, etc., etc. We can of course boost these two here.
Achtung!
More submarines operating here as well. Moving to naval base, okay, from wherever they are at the moment. Operating in assigned areas, repairing in Hong Kong, repairing in Hong Kong. Yep, okay, let's just double check that in terms of our production capacity here, we basically have made as much of our capacity available for the purpose of repairs as such. So we can do 5 repairs simultaneously, what it looks like. Hong Kong, okay, they're working on stuff as well. So all good. Sweet, okay. So what can we do for the purpose of invasions here?
Achtung! Achtung!
No. Don't have capacity for that or anything? What's the problem here? Yes, I'm working on landing craft here. Ah, my maximum naval invasion capacity is only 10 at the moment. That kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? So, have we got airfields here? I'm pretty sure we should do. Sorry, there's no airfields here in the south in Korea at all. Wow. That is something I need to rectify. Alright, let's get this built quickly. Next will be completed on the 6th of August. Okay, that's like 7 days away. That's not bad at all. Air innovation is basically going to be completed before then, which is fine. So if I look at my navy as such, that one is of course the ship I'd like to separate out here. I will dock this one. Rostock. In reality, this one can of course relocate to, should we do that in Hong Kong or should we do that elsewhere? Let's relocate to there. Let's pick this one up as well. Detached. Repairing. Repair priority high. Pride of the fleet, really? Admiral Scheer. Yeah, it did sink some
Angetreten!
stuff there. Interestingly enough, I'll be able to assign it to there. I don't know why you're giving stuff to me. I don't even ask for it. But thank you very much. What's my current submarine design looking like? I've got my snorkel on there. I do. That's all top notch, so it can't get much better than that. Needed for reinforcements. Well, maybe I need to basically start updating that design to something better. That looks kind of clumsy, doesn't it? Cool. So we got here, of course, rocketry, which you could start researching. Would be beneficial to have. If I look at my spies, network, this gentleman here, or this person here, I can of course start boosting the ideology. Same ideology basically as the rest is doing. Cuba is working with them, as well as Nepal. Gosh. Yes, it might be beneficial if we actually start improving our own encryption. Well, most of the repairs have been done already, as you can see. Goes really nice and quick. So we should have now already an airfield there. There we go. Doesn't have a lot of capacity yet. And this one's going to focus on ship strikes. There we go. Okay, marvelous. Ship strikes there. Naval strikes there. Perfect. Naval strikes there. Perfect. Okie dokie. That looks like they got relatively outdated equipment operating in those different locations. Improved automatic cannon, improved anti-air gun. Okay. Nice. Towed artillery, okay. Towed anti-tank, anti-tank. Heart attack boosts, okay. That's of course always welcome. Make sure we got all the relevant types here. This one, if I basically redeploy that to here, and I start operating in that region here. The Richthofen Squadron. Again, I can operate there. Oh, I can actually do multiple roles at the same time, so why not? Doesn't hurt in reality. Okay. Okay, so we've of course got those bombers as well, but I actually haven't produced any of them recently, have I? And as you can see, we can now start producing one at a time. But I need to really research a better or an upgraded version of it. Yeah, it was a bit over jealous there. Or not enough supplies, maybe I should just say. Japanese People's Republic. Ooh, interesting. Maybe, just maybe.
Angetreten.
Is that the blue one? No.
Angetreten.
So there's top doctrine available, as we can see. Do I want to pick this one up? Maybe. It's not that expensive, luckily. Okay. Have we still got any shortages? Looks like we need more tanks. 23,000 it says. Gosh. Yep. That should be one of our biggest elements of resupply. Fighters, as you can see, we are getting them in. We need reinforcements, it says. Well, a fair number of them. Okay. So be it, I guess. We institute the press censorship. What's that going to do? It's going to give me more fascist support, and that's for how long? For a year only. Okay. It will use a number of factories. Yeah, I'm going to let it be as is for now. That number is on the rise. It should rise to a total of 10%. There's not much going on at the moment. Look at that massive list of stuff that we got here. Rocketry, as you can see, is growing nicely. Occupied territories. We can easily see that these numbers here how do we boost? So that's the compliance is reducing with that. Yeah. Look at the number of units we need to basically deploy there. Denmark is such a hotbed of just dissent. Okay, who are we going to take for there? Let's root out all that opposition here. Because that's driving me bonkers at the moment.
Angetreten.
Oh, okay. They gave me a tank division.
Befehle.
Not quite sure what to do with that, but okay. If I tell them to deploy along the border, why do they deploy only in the western part of the border?
Befehle.
Well, maybe they are deploying on the east as well, but it's not a heck of a lot, is it? It's very hot, so we're suffering attrition. Okay, yes. Well, once you're settled in, you should be a lot better. Mongolia has capitulated, but to whom? Hold on, Mongolia. Really? Who are they fighting against? Oh, they've recently joined the enemy then. That's a new one.
Bereit.
Let's get this done. Makeshift bridges. Lovely. As you can see, we're expanding this airbase substantially. The big pity here is if you choose South Korea, it's such a massive region, and of course they have to place the airbase in that region instead. Tactical bombers. These are tactical bombers as well. Let's just get them over here first, and then actually let's see what we can do with them then. You can see quite a lot more railroad and so forth. There's all this infrastructure we're working on. Marvelous. Advanced computing gives us another 8% boost there. We are in September now. Okay, so it's 400 versus 400. 400 versus 300, 400 versus nothing, is that right? No, 200 versus nothing. So I could take this baby. And tell it to operate there instead. So what do we got operating here at the moment? We got 100 operational fighters. Enemy average mission efficiency. Well, they're 100%. I don't know how it can be 100%. Our air detection. Okay, so what we could do here, we could of course boost that air detection by putting on here some of these lovely radar stations. Can we build them here in Korea? No, we cannot. Why not? Why can we not build them in Korea? We cannot build them there. We cannot build them there. Can we build them here? No. 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 Why not? It would be lovely if we could. But of course we cannot.
Angetreten.
Insufficient naval supremacy. Dock in Fuyan. Docked in Ereza. Let's deploy them here as well then. Have we got anything assigned anywhere else? No. It's really only this region here that has been assigned to. It does indeed look like we are able to destroy convoys here, which is great. So these guys are already operating in the different regions here. So if I do strike force and do that in this region here, well, fleets in an active region. Okay, what does this do? To wait until enemy forces spotted on enemy forces. Okay. Machine encryption. We're going to make it even harder for our opponents to, of course, do stuff. Nice. And we should now very, very clearly start seeing that. Look at the number of torpedoes there. Of course, we're talking about here like a good 35 ships, whereas this is, of course, they disengaged. Okay, they disengaged. Okay, that's fine. In the meantime, we do have more submarines coming in as well, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Can I do something else? A convoy raiding, convoy escort, support the naval invasion. What is that going to do? It's gonna escort naval invasions and support them. Okay. Are they actually leaving port? No. I can tell them to patrol. Let's see what they're actually going to do. These guys are still en route, as you can see. These guys are also still en route. No fighting in Africa, nothing in America at the moment either. Anything we can buy. Tanks. We can buy these lovely tanks here. can, of course, sell equipment. No. We can, of course, add equipment to the market. Older types of planes, we can all sell those. Old Italian planes, wow. Did we capture those? We must have done. What are these? Close air support frames. Wow. Lots of gear of different sorts. That's old anti-air equipment. Armored cars. So we got a stockpile of armored cars. It's what it looks like. Yeah, we got 1,400 armored cars. Interesting. I didn't think we did have any of that, but okay. Look at the amount of anti-air we've got. Can I modify my tank units here to actually have the anti-air in there? As you can see, we can. Yep. Interesting. Look at all of this here. So they did lose destroyers, as you can see. I guess we're slowly whittling them down. It just takes time. Okay. Are we still training paratroopers? Sorry, I wasn't meant to basically do that. I was meant to collapse them. We're doing 30 units all at once. We're not doing paratroopers at the moment. It's not saying that we shouldn't. It's just a matter of, prioritization. So we no longer have a shortage of this as we had before. Which is great. So we can actually work more on our tanks, as you can see here. We're getting closer to, of course, completing some other bits. A Japanese operative was captured. Lovely. The Naval Department is coming along nicely. Rocketry has been finished. Wunderwaffen. Nuclear technology and rocketry technology. So Mauser. Production efficiency gain is reduced. Production efficiency gain, but we lose because that production cost is increased. And this is also saying production cost increases. Wow. Those have all been done already. tricky. Vertical integration, which basically means we got less requirement for resources. Am I afraid of the resource? Not really. Reliability. Have we got? Are we suffering from the reliability at all? What is the reliability of those guns? So if I look at them, they look fairly reliable. Reliability is at 86.4% at the moment. So if I go back here, okay. And if I look at them now, still 86.4. I thought we said that it should be better than that. Okay. We lost some destroyers here now as well. Okay, happens. They're still on their way to these different regions. Perfect, okay. We can set them to be doing patrols as well. Additional units can of course be deployed from here. Basic close air support. Hold on, it's a basic airframe? Really? Improved small airplane. Okay. So let's then build ourselves a close air support unit. Anti-tank cannon. Let's firstly, of course, set here to have engines level 3. Armor plate, as well as, of course, the self-sealing fuel tanks. And then we want to have here light machine guns. What's the weight of that? That's 3. That's going to exceed it. That's 2. Close air support. Logistics strike. Naval strike. Port strike. Naval strike, bomb lock, armor piercing, bomb lock. Why is there a marker next to that? Upgraded with latest traits, okay. The weight is low. Do we need bomb sites? Night. For strategic bombing that's necessary. Dive breaks, naval strike, naval targeting, okay. doesn't like this, does it? Armor piercing bomb locks. Why does it not like this? You cannot have more than one naval bombing weapon module. Ah. Okay. It's great for naval attack, but okay, that's not really what we need here. Weight exceeds thrust for these missions. Really? Okay. Let's do this as such. So it looks at the first item that's in there, and it's a casserole we're giving it. So we're going to replace this with this one. Yes, it'll take some effort to get that upgrade done. It's an entirely new design. Right, we're going to reduce that down to 15. I do need a lot of extra ones there. So what can we do here in terms of the air? Improved medium airframe, okay. That's going to take a while to research, doesn't it?
Achtung!
Okay, so we're short of, interesting. I did not expect to actually notice that we're going to be running short of anything as such, but if we are, it's good that we basically do something about it. Amphibious Tank Division. 1943. Light Tank Destroyer. Rheinmetall, okay. Wunderwaffen. Yeah, we're taking out more of their ships as we progress here. Marvelous. Hold on, why is this one standing by? Because we actually didn't set it to do anything as of yet. Nice. Okay, Tuva has capitulated. They want to buy some of my close air support. bits. Great. You keep on losing ships, mate. Just make up your mind. Nice. Okay. Additional resources coming available there as well. SS recruitment, I don't want to do any of that. I haven't even selected a policy for the purpose of our tank production. Interesting. Production efficiency, cap at production efficiency gain. Let's make that a reality. Production output cost. Wolf. We haven't chosen a policy here yet. And I don't have it because, of course, I'm not there yet. I need to produce quite a lot more before we get there. Focke-Wulf. And Focke-Wulf, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Is that Focke-Wulf? It is indeed Focke-Wulf. Okay, let's have a look at what we got going on here. A lot of bits and bobs here, as you can see. Okay. Keeping our eyes open again.
Befehle.
Well, these guys can, of course, be moved to a different location. I think I'm going to move them down here.
All right.
We only have 6% naval supremacy. Interesting. Really? That is really interesting to know.
Achtung. Achtung.
Okay, let's do this then. Let's do this invasion from there then. They are docked. If I set this one to do strike force, nope, patrol. Ah, interesting. Where have we got more airports there? Hong Kong. Fighters. There's nothing here in China, is there? Is there? Wow. That is a bit surprising. Okay. Rocketry. First bits of rocketry. Yeah. Interesting to see what's going to happen with that. All of that is for the future. Nice. The electric torpedoes.
Angetreten. Achtung.
Do I need to give you orders as well here? Really? That's 12 divisions, and that's the problem.
Bereit.
Let's set all of these to make their way down here.
Ausrücken. Bereit.
Lots is going up in the air. Turing. Yeah, we can take this one up one level higher if we wanted to. In reality, I don't want to. Current total manpower is at 7.5 million. The army's got 2.4. Free manpower. Did we suffer such big losses in total? Is that what it's happened? Ah, hold on. Let me get these guys over here and prepare them for a paradrop. So what I need to basically have, I need to have my transport planes here as well. Can I deploy more transports? Oh, yes, I can. Interesting. This is becoming a far more interesting story now than it had been before. Alright guys, we're going to leave it here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, take care. Let's just quickly go home. There we go. That's our main territory. Nice one.